subscribe.
なんだか気の毒な生き物出てきた。かわいい。
Car D Kaizoku.
We have a Zoro Mirror. I've yet to lose one, but now that I say that, I'm probably gonna lose this one. But we can keep this hand. Why do Zoros like to go second in the mirror? Am I missing something? We'll play Izo, pick up a 2k counter, then pass. I'll start going second with Zoro in the mirror and see why that's better. Unless someone in the comments wants to explain it to me. They play Curly to Dawn, pick up a Dogura. Okay, it's a aggressive Zoro. We'll attack with leader for 5. They take, we'll play Curly to Dawn, pick up a Gordon. We'll play Gordon and pass. At least Gordon can help us attack back into their weenies. And then once we play Whitebeard, they're gonna need to invest a lot of Dawn on their weenies to swing at us for 7k, and we get to play him on curve too. Maybe most Zoros don't expect the other Zoro to run Whitebeard anymore, but I do. They do Dawn Leader. We'll take whatever attacks they throw at us this turn because we need cards in hand. Just one Dawn Curly maybe. Play Dogura. What do they bring out? A Buggy. Buggy gets them... Did they whiff on the Buggy or did they not get the on play? I guess they whiff and then they hard cast a Chopper. We top deck a Marco. We'll attack Dogura with Izo for 2. Dogura die. We'll play Marco, kill Chopper. Attack their leader with ours for 5. They guard point. We'll pass. We can even Fire Fist next turn to slow him down before we play Whitebeard. They Jet Pistol our Marco. We'll bring him back with the guard point. We'll keep the Fire Fist just in case. Dawn Leader. Second Dawn, attack Marco for 7. We'll counter for 2. They attack Izo with Buggy. They pass. Seems like I don't need this Marco or this Gordon anymore. So we could do Dawn Leader and attack Buggy with Gordon for 3. They counter, that's fine, but they let him die. Play Izo. We take Whitebeard Pirates, we can use it with Fire Fist. They're at 8 Dawn next turn. I don't think we gotta worry about that. We'll develop a Teach. We'll attack with Curly for 5. They take Marco for 7. They take Leader for 6, and then they'll counter this for 2k. Oh, they take? I think they're screwed then. We'll play Teach and pass. We may not even play Whitebeard. Maybe we can just finish next turn. Oh, they'll probably play a blocker Marco. I should have maybe considered the Whitebeard Pirates to use with Fire Fist to get rid of the blocker. Ooh, they play Otama to give our Marco -2. They play their own Marco and kill our Izo. Then they'll swing twice at our Marco. Leader and Curly. Can they afford Dawn on Leader? They can. That means just one Radical Beam to worry about. Once Marco dies, the -2 goes away. Oh, but he attacks with the lower one first. That's smart. We'll counter this for 2, and then we'll revive him. They attack with Leader for 6. We'll revive the Marco. I think we have game here. On Leader, on Curly, attack them for 5. Counter for 1. 2 on Gordon, attack them for 5. Counter for 1. We'll attack with Teach. We'll discard the Curly. Give Blackbeard +1. He'll Radical Beam this. What did they do? Guard point and counter for 1. So these 2 hits have to land or we lose. 7 from Marco. We'll attack with Marco for... I can make 2 9ks, or I'll make 1 8k, and if he takes this, we'll go for lethal. He take, then we'll... Oh, he rage quits. Never mind. Still undefeated in the Zoro Mirror. Okay, bye. We have yet another Zoro Mirror. I guess I'll keep uploading these until I lose one. Let's try to find a 5-cross Marco with our Izo. Oh, they go first this time. We'll play Izo. Nice, we find the Marco. I guess we'll pre-play a Gordon and pass. Entice him to use a Fire Fist. They play Haruta. Press it down on leader. Second down leader attack us for 7. We'll take. We have no weenies to play this turn. We can do down leader, do down Izo, and play Makino, but I don't think I want to be that aggressive. I guess we'll play blocker Marco. Attack with leader for 5. They take, play blocker Marco and pass, and then they'll play 5-cross Marco to kill our Gordon. So maybe I should have just kept them in hand since we're going second. Something to keep in mind in the red mirror, but maybe I won't be punished for it. Oh, they jet pistol our blocker, do down on leader, and attack us for 7. We'll take, pass. Seems he's more aggressive than we are. So we'll attack with leader for 5. We'll use the Makino as a buff. Take. Yeah, they won't have any characters out after this turn. Play Makino, give +3 to Izo. Attack with Izo for 5. Our Gordon still lives to combo off a Marco if we need. They counter for 2. Play Marco, kill Haruta. We'll pass. We'll see who he kills between Makino and Izo at 7 Dawn. Well, if he has a Marco, he can kill both. Why does it feel like aggressive Zoro is slower than my deck? They attack Izo for 5. They play Rush Zoro. Attack Makino for 5. Okay, that's one way to get rid of them. Or down for Blocker Marco. We can Otama Marco. Their Marco. Blocker Marco. I think that would be good. Oh, we don't need to use Otama. We have Gordon. Right. Down leader. Gordon the Marco. Kill him before he can revive. Attack Zoro with Marco for 7. He dies. We'll attack their leader with ours for 6. They take. We'll even play Curly. I think we need a Buggy here for more event counters. We'll pass. Yeah, I thought the Rush Zoro Zoro list would beat my list, but it seems I fare pretty well against the Rush Zoro list, even though I don't run any. But we'll see. Maybe he does something crazy this turn that turns the tide with the Rush Zoro, because he just played a second one. He just attacks Marco for 6, we'll counter for 2. Attack Marco for 6, we'll counter for 2. Play another blocker Marco that they can revive now, but we ran out of ways to kill him, unless we get a Fire Fist from this buggy. Nope, we completely whiff, and we bottom deck our 2 Whitebeards. Perfect. Dawn Leader. Dawn Curly will attack Zoro with Curly for 5. We could have made Curly a 7. Oh, they let Zoro die? Okay, maybe I was genius after all. So if that's a Radical Beam, we'll do 2 Dawn Marco, attack them for 9. They take, we're not gonna need guard point. Do 1 Dawn Marco, attack them for 8. Oh, I should have done 7-7. Whoops. We'll attack with our leader for 6. Counter for 2. We'll play our own blocker Marco and pass. Our Marco can't revive, so maybe that'll bait him to use 4 Dawn for a jet pistol or something. They do Dawn Leader, attack Marco for 6. We'll counter for 2. We play Whitebeard and pass. I think we win. Dawn Leader. We'll attack with Marco for 7. Fake. We'll attack with Marco for 7. They concede. They rage quit. Or at least they concede first. Still undefeated on Zoro. Okay, bye. We have yet another Zoro Mirror. And keep this hand. Pretty good start. 2 Gordons and a Curly will tide us over until we can play Marco. Let's hope they don't get too many buggies. They choose to go first, which is fine because we have Curly. But that means we can't drop Marco on our 3rd turn. Oh no, we do, but it's after their Marco. Play Whitebeard Pirates and find their own Marco. We know that's coming. We'll play Curly. Pick up Izo here, right? Or Otama. Pick Izo. We'll pass. We'll try to find a 9-cost Whitebeard. I think he's really good in the mirror. Play their own Curly. Let's see. We know they have a Marco guaranteed. So if we play 2 Gordons, we'll have at least 1 up. If we want to go that route, they draw Izo with Curly and they play Izo. Pick up a Fiery Doll. Oh, this is like that super aggro face Zoro, maybe. We'll see how this deck fares against it. They attack us with their leader for 5. We'll take Whitebeard Pirates. We'll keep it in hand to revive our Marco. And then we get a guard point too. Maybe we don't play Gordon, we just play Teach. Because next turn we could play Gordon Marco. Yeah, Teach is the play. We'll attack with our leader for 5. They'll kill our Curly with their Marco. And then they don't have a Gordon out, so they can't kill our Teach, I don't think. They Teach and pass. If he's like a base Zoro, maybe we don't attack his life. We just try to get rid of the Marco and starve him of resources. Yeah, because we'll never be able to outrace him, I think. They attack us with their leader for 5. We'll take this. They'll play Marco and kill Curly. Pass. Yep, just as I suspected. Fire Fist will help slow them down a bit, but not on this turn. We'll attack their leader with ours for 5. They're probably gonna take this. Yeah, we actually have no 2k counter in hand, so it's a little scary, but I think we're comfortable going down to 2 life or even 1 life. Maybe we don't kill the Marco just yet. Let's play Izo instead, or even leave a Dawn up. Kill Curly. 1 Dawn for guard point is enough. And then once he's tapped, we can attack him a few times. Yeah, we'll play Marco and kill Curly. I need guard point up. Yeah, we'll leave 1 Dawn up for guard point. If our Teach dies this turn, I'll be sad, because I would have wasted 4 Dawn and not attacked with him. But he had a Fiery Doll in hand, no Fire Fist. He could run Jet Pistol, but there's no but to that. That would be really disappointing if he has it. They play Buggy, giving him option to either Fire Fist or a Jet Pistol. But anyway, with Fire Fist, they need another card to give each minus 1k. They do Dawn on leader, attack us for 6. I think we counter for 2k here, and then hope they only attack for 7k with Marco. If we had a bunch of weenies out, the Gordons would be really helpful right now for getting rid of their Marco, but we do not. They attack us for 7k, thankfully. We can guard point this. They play Rush Zoro. We can Gordon, Fire Fist, the Zoro, and the Marco. Attack for 7, we'll take. Ooh, we get another Marco of our own. Let's see, what can we do here? I think Dawn on leaders for sure. We play Gordon. We could probably just attack into Zoro. We'll attack Zoro with Marco for 7. Probably dies. Never mind, they counter for 2, 3. That's 3 cards less that we have to worry about. We could, instead of Marco, we could do Fire Fist. That leaves us with 4 Dawn. We could play Izo, put 1 Dawn on him and sacrifice 1. Sacrifice him to Teach, leaving us with 2 Dawn. Who do we kill with Fire Fist though? I think we want to kill his weenies. That's one option if we're not playing Marco. Play Marco, kill Buggy. We could probably still kill Zoro with Teach. Or he still has an event up, right? No more dilly-dallying. Let's attack Marco with our leader for 6. He dies, they revive him with the guard point. Play Izo. Will I even have enough life to play 9 Beard? Probably not. Big blocker Marco here. Put a Dawn on Izo. We'll attack Marco. Sacrifice to Izo for 8k. I was hoping to find like a Radical Beam or something. Ooh, Marco dies permanently. So we get Fire Fist, Zoro, and Buggy. We have 2 Dawn left over for Curly, I guess. Fire Fist, Zoro, Buggy. Take Curly and find an Otama or Makino works too. We'll pass. They could play Rush Zoro and attack us 3 times. We have 4k counter to survive that. We can't revive our Marco actually. We use up all the events in our hand. If they play a Whitebeard, I want to do triple Gordon into a Marco. I still haven't gotten to do that yet. So hopefully it happens in this game. But if they're playing face Zoro, they probably don't run 9 beard. What did I draw with my teach? Was it an Izo? No, I sacrificed the Izo. And then I searched the blocker Marco. Was it this Marco? This 5-cost Marco? I forgot. They do 3 down on leader. Attack R's for 8. They play Zoro. They need 2 down Izo. And Zoro will be 7k. So we take this one. This will be like the highest attack. Do we use Radical Beam? Let's keep it in hand to revive Marco if we need. They could do 6 down Izo. Oh, they play Marco and kill our curly. They pass. Alright. Maybe I should have countered that leader hit. Well, we can Gordon Marco this Marco. And then even if he revives him, we can attack into him again. So let's do that first before we give them any life cards. That may be event counters. Gordon Marco to kill him. They left the Dawn up, so maybe they do have an event and they're just wondering if they should revive him or not. But I think the answer is no. Ooh, they do revive him. We'll do Dawn leader and attack him for 6. Counter for 2. We'll attack with Marco for 7. He dies. We'll see if they revive him. They don't. I might as well play Gordon, put a Dawn on him, and then sacrifice him. The Whitebeard, Blackbeard. Maybe I'll get a 2k counter out of it. I get a Radical Beam instead, but I only have 1 Dawn. They take our 8k hit pass, and let's hope for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9k is enough to survive. They do have 9 attackers, or 2 attackers. Yeah, crazy how I was thinking of 9, and I said 9 when I was trying to say 2. Does that mean I'm stupid? Probably. But if you guys are watching me, you're just as dumb. We dummies together. They play Rush Zoro. We know they have Fiery Doll to make their leader 10k right now. The Fiery Doll and 2 cards that we don't know. I think we have to block every hit. Or what I mean to say is whatever their first hit is, we have to block it. This Fiery Doll is something I don't want to do the math for right now. Fiery Doll is 2 Dawn, 3 Dawn. Yeah, I'm doing the math anyway. Fiery Dawn, 2 Doll. Fiery Doll, 2 Dawn, and then 2 Dawn Izo makes a 5. Take us with their leader, or with their Rush Zoro for 8. We Radical Beam this. Fiery Doll makes their leader a 10. We can take that, and then Izo we can defend with the counter from hand. There's the Fiery Doll. And actually we only have 5k counter in hand anyway, so we can't defend this. We take, get a 2k counter even. We pass with 2 Dawn open. Is there a safe way? I know I can try to end it this turn, and I have a good chance of winning, but if I play blocker Marco, is that even safer? If they kill it, we'll have 2, 4, 6, 8, 12k counter. Yeah, I think there's a safe way to go about this. We'll do Dawn on leader. Play Gordon. It won't matter what events he has in hand. It's only 1 Dawn, right? We can afford it. Play Gordon. Give Zoro -3. Attack him with our leader for 6. He dies. See, we need 5 Dawn. So we have 3 Dawn left over. We'll do 1 7k. See what happens. They take. Make 1 8k with Marco. Then 9k with Whitebeard. Or Blackbeard. Sorry. I keep calling him Whitebeard still. Maybe I'll just call him Teach. They Radical Beam that so we can't end. We'll do 2 Dawn Teach. Attack them for 9. They had another Radical Beam. They counter for 1. We'll play blocker Marco and pass. This game pretty much guaranteed win. I think I could do out the math for you, but I'm pretty sure it's a win. You guys do the math and tell me. They play Otama. Yep, it's a win. See, I can play grindy Zoro too, but I swear you guys like don't want to give me credit for how good I am at Zoro. You guys always blame the other guy for being not good, but there's got to be a point. You know, I'm gonna upload like 6 Zoro mirrors where I win each one that you guys have to admit it. They attack us with Izo for 8. He'll Radical Beam. Then he'll concede. Statistically, I can't face every bad Zoro player in the world. Some of them gotta be good. I have the victories recorded, so you guys gotta admit it, right? I'm just being salty about your stupid comments that I shouldn't even care about. I'll cut that part out. I don't care about your comments at all. I'm cool. Throws out the GG and rage quits, but if he says GG before, is that a rage quit? I'm gonna say if they say GG before leaving, it doesn't count. They just didn't want to press the concede button, so we're good. Okay, bye. Another Zoro Mirror. We'll keep this. We have a Gordon Marco opening hand, but this hand usually never is too useful against the mirror, but we'll see. They play Izo and pick up a blocker Marco. Hope they play it so we can kill it, but for now we'll pre-play a Gordon and pass. Next turn's Teach and then Marco. Or I don't need to pre-play Gordon against Zoro. I keep making that mistake because they have a way to kill it. They do Dawn leader and 2 Dawn Izo and attack us for 5. We'll take us with their leader for 6. We'll actually counter this for 2k. Don't want to bleed too early. We'll attack their... Now Izo, we can just kill Izo with our Marco the turn after. Attack their leader with ours for 5. They take, we'll play Teach and pass. Let's hope they play a blocker Marco. Nope, they jet pistol our Teach. Play a buggy, attack us for 5. We'll take. Ooh, 9 cost Whitebeard. Right. We'll attack them with our leader for 5. Counter 2. We'll play Marco, kill Buggy. We'll play Buggy, get another guard point. We'll pass. They may just Marco or Gordon at this point, but it delayed their Marco on their 5th turn, so I think we're happy with that. Ooh, they play a Teach instead. Hope we find a Fire Fist or another Marco then. Attack us with their leader for 6. We'll take. Izo can help us find a Marco. Akino. Right. Play Izo. Fire Fist, right? Take Fire Fist. Dawn leader. Does he run Red Hawk? I don't know. We'll do 2 Dawn Gordon, attack for 5. We'll see if I regret this. They take. We'll activate Gordon, give Teach -3 for now. Dawn Buggy, attack them for 5. Yeah, if we clear their board, we don't need any down up for event counters. We'll use it to revive Marco a bunch of times. Counter for 2, we'll attack with Marco for 7. They may guard point this. Since they have 2 down up, then they take it. Attack with our leader for 6. They radical beam now, we'll fire fist, guard a guard point, kill Teach and Izo, and pass. And then next turn we'll have Whitebeard and a Dawn up for defense. But they're at 9 Dawn as well. So let's see if they have Whitebeard as well. They do Dawn on leader, rush Zoro, but we can revive Marco 4 times, so I'm not worried. So they attack our leader for 7. We can't defend this. We get a guard point trigger. I guess we use it just to be safe. They blocker Marco. Dang, we didn't need to use the guard point then. They attack us with the leader for 6. We'll counter for 2, which would have been enough even if we didn't use guard point. Let's see. We'll attack, rush Zoro with Marco for 6. Counter for 2. We'll play Whitebeard, attack Zoro for 7. They block with Marco, revive him. We'll pass. I think I lost because I played the Whitebeard. I think I should have tried to kill him with my weenies. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I lost that because of that reason. They play another rush Zoro. Yep, we lose for sure. My misplay. I should have thought about it more before committing. Yeah, I can only use 1 event counter. They do 2 Dawn on their rush Zoro to attack for 8. They still have their blocker to attack as well. We'll counter this for 2. They attack again for 8. We'll take. At least we get a 1k counter, but I don't think that's enough. They attack with their leader for 6. Oh, did they forget we're at 7k? Did they have lethal? If they did 1 Dawn leader, I could counter for 1k and then 1 Dawn on their Marco. I could use a guard point. Yeah, I was safe either way. Dawn leader. We'll attack Zoro with our Marco for 7. He dies. 1 Dawn buggy, attack Zoro for 5. Counter for 2. 2 Dawn Izo, attack Zoro for 5. I was worried for nothing. They block with Marco, and then counter for 9k. We'll attack with leader for 7 into blocker Marco. They guard point, or radical beam. We'll attack blocker Marco with Whitebeard for 11. He dies. Finally, we'll play 1 Izo, pick up a Whitebeard Pirates to revive Marco if we need, and we'll pass. And I think this is enough defense to survive 2 attacks. They put 9 down on Zoro and attack us for 15. Let's see, 4, 4, 3. And their leader, we can do another guard point, and then they'll rage quit after that. Here's a guard point. Oh no, they concede the honorable way. Good on ya, Zach Fox, but they don't rematch. Oh well, okay, bye. We have a Zoro Mirror. They're going first, so Curly's good keep. We'll keep. They play Whitebeard Parts to pick up an Izo. Nothing to worry about. We'll play Curly, pick up a Gordon, and we'll pass. Marco would have been nice, but we just bottom decked one. They play the Izo, and they pick up their own 5 cost Marco that I wish we had. Maybe we'll get one with the Izo. They attack us with their leader for 5. We'll take, ooh, the Marco that we want. It came to our hand, but we can't play him just yet. We'll play another Curly, pick up a Buggy here. Play Buggy, pick up a Fire Fist. If they play their own Marco next turn, it'll just kill our Gordon, right? We'll play Izo instead. We'll attack with our leader for 5 first. Take the Izo. We'll have a 9 beard ready, and we'll pass. Since we're going second, it's a little awkward to play Whitebeard, but it'll still work. They attack us with the leader for 5. We take. They play the Marco and kill our Buggy. Play our own Marco. I guess so. We could get a revive off of the Marco. Get rid of 1 event now. Is that worth it? Gonna say yeah. We'll attack with our leader first for 5. Take. Play Gordon. Give Marco -3. We'll play our own Marco and kill him. Burn a guard point. Nice. They do down on leader. Attack us for 6. We'll counter this for 2, and then we'll take the Marco hit for 7. They play a Buggy. Pick up a Whitebeard Pirates. Play the Whitebeard Pirates and they whiff. Oh no, they got a Teach, and then they played the Teach. Can Fire Fist to Teach if I use my Otama. That's 3 Dawn. Then we have 5 left to work with. 2 for Curly, 1 for leader, 2 Dawn for defense. Yeah, it sounds good. 2 Dawn leader. We'll attack Marco for 6. We're just trying to burn counters or events out of his hand. There's a Magra. Attack Marco for 7 with our Marco. There's a 2k. Dawn Curly. Attack them for 5. Take Curly. Attack them for 5. Maybe it would have been better to attack their leader. Counter for 2. Yeah, we would have burned a lot more counters out of their hand that way. We'll play Otama to give Teach -2. We'll discard another Fire Fist to kill Teach and Buggy. We'll pass. They may drop Whitebeard. Oh no, put down on leader, so no Whitebeard. They attack our leader with theirs for 7. We'll guard point this, and then we'll take the Marco hit. They attack with Marco for 7. We take the Makino. Oh, they're gonna try to attack with Izo. Izo's at 6, 9. Attack us with Izo for 9. We can actually counter out of this. Let's do it. We'll counter for 5. Hopefully they have nothing else they can do. Play a blocker Marco and pass. Yeah, we have to clear their board, right? I don't think we can win. We'll attack Makino with Otama for 0. Makino dies. We'll attack Makino with Izo for 2. Makino dies. We'll attack Izo with Curly for 3. Izo dies. I guess we attack their Marco with our Marco for 6. Maybe they can't save him. He dies and they bring him back with the guard point. Okay, they could. We'll replace Otama with the Whitebeard and attack their Marco for 7 again. He dies and they bring him back and we'll pass. And I think we lose here. Actually, we'll see. They do 2 Dawn on Marco and attack us for 9. We take this one, right? We take this. 3 Dawn on their leader makes him a 9. 4 Dawn on this Marco makes it a 10. Yeah, this will be the lowest hit, so we'll take. We get a 2k counter. I think we live then. They do 3 Dawn on Marco, attack us for 9. We'll counter this for 3. Oh no, we lose because I only have 1 event counter. Yeah, they attack us for 10. Oh wait, I'm at 7k. We'll radical beam and we live and they rage quit. Wow, I forgot I was at 7k. okay for a second there, but we clutched that. Nice. Okay, bye.
Car D Kaizoku.